Hi there, guys. This video is it's actually very impromptu. I saw I actually saw the picture of this young black woman just kind of going through my YouTube timeline, and but I didn't click on it. I didn't know what it was about or anything like that. So anyway, long story short, today I found out what it is about. And I wanted to, I just want to throw, my 3 cents in about um, the white lady who she could be white. She actually looks a little Hispanic to me, but there's this whole passing thing, but she could be a white woman. Either way, at the end of the day, racism is the topic. So, um, I want to talk about that, and I want to just real briefly kind of share a story that I had a few years ago with something similar because I went knocking on this lady's door. Um, but anyway, apparently, this had been an ongoing feud between this lady and the woman who was killed and her and the woman's children. Um, I should have gotten names actually before I even did this. I heard the lady's name, but I didn't take note of it. But at the end of the day, I'll put it in the bio. So um, it seems to me, just to really sum it up, it seems to me this was I think they say somewhere between a 2.5 year feud of the lady pretty much just kind of picking on the woman and her children, just being a bitch. Um, and had done some things that to me sounds as if she was escalating, trying to escalate a situation and to cause a situation where the mom is finna get it in this. You threw a skate at a child. Skates are heavy as hell, and you hit the child. I don't know. I don't remember whether the child got hit, but that skates are heavy as hell, and then to throw it at somebody, throw it at a child. Heard she like tried to wail a umbrella at the child or whatever. I mean, but at the end of the day, my point is, it seemed to me this lady was uh, purposely doing things to escalate what happened and thought she would be able to use the stand your ground um, justification in order to get out of it. Her anger, her prejudice, her racism, all of that literally just got the best of her. And I think at that point, and this is all just my thoughts, I think the shooter at that point was pretty much just like, you know what, whatever, whatever. And so, um, stand your ground or what have you. I don't even really think it mattered at that point. I think it had just escalated that far. And I think this woman just did what she wanted to do. Her hate and anger, prejudice, racism, like I just said, just overwhelmed her, and she just didn't really give a damn anymore. And so I wish her much luck in prison. People are saying that they don't think she's going to get charged and all that. I do. I absolutely do. Anyway, I don't want to go into anything. I was about to start going into something else, but I want to share my story time. Um, my story time about this is we were living, this is when I was married. We were living in a not a condo, it was a townhome community. And we lived, anyway, we lived in this townhome community. One day, there were these little boys, maybe about three or four of them. They looked somewhere between, I don't know, 8 and 12, you know. Um, there was at the back of our townhome, like it wasn't even a field, it was still a part of the townhomes, but it was, I'm just going to say a big grassy area. Not huge, but a big grassy area. Um, and these little boys were out there playing soccer. They looked to be Hispanic. And so I wondered, why they weren't playing like at an actual park, which park wasn't too far away. Um, because even though it was a large grassy area, it was still like too small for y'all to be kicking a ball. You know what I'm saying? And in soccer, those balls go pretty high. So this this ball kept hitting my air conditioner, which was in my window, my bedroom window, I think. And it kept, and I'm thinking, man, y'all, these kids are finna kick my air conditioner out my window, you know. Not only that would be horrible and bad for me, of course, that's going to cost me money and everything. Also, it could hurt somebody. What if it fell on somebody? What if somebody's, I don't know, passing by, standing there? I don't know. Could kill somebody. So I did talk to the little boys, and I asked them, I said, I'm like, y'all ball keep hitting, my air conditioning. Can y'all kind of, you know, be a little careful? They were actually very nice and actually very mannerable. They, oh, my bad, we sorry, it was an accident, I didn't mean to do it. But, it was fine. I said, it's fine. Just be a little careful, you know. So that was that. But they kept hitting my air conditioner. So I said, I'm y'all already know I'm from the old school. And so I said, well, let me go talk to the parents, because that's how you handled things back in the day. You didn't just necessarily go confront people's children. You know what I'm saying? I come from a time where you talk to the parents, which I think is a proper thing to do. And so since I had already, told the whole group of boys, I didn't single anybody out. I told them all about their ball and the kicking. They were mannerable, like I just said, respectable. And so I proceeded to go and talk to the mom. Went around there to the front of her townhouse door, knocked a few times. I certainly didn't bang. It wasn't any of that. I simply knocked on the door loud enough for somebody to hear it. You know what I'm saying? I did hear like some movement, footsteps or something like that in the home. And so, but no one ever came to the door. So I said, okay, all right. So I came on back around toward like the side of the house to go back to my apartment when I hear the back door opening. And it was the mom. And she's like, she said something, you knocking on my door, whatever. And I kid you not. Yeah, I'm not a confrontational type person, so I was very polite to this woman. And I told her something to the effect of, yeah, I was just coming to let you know, I spoke to your boys about um, kicking the ball because it keeps hitting my air conditioner. This lady completely went off at that point. She started rolling her neck. She was bucking her eyes. Matter of fact, at that point, I couldn't even get a word in edgewise anymore. Y'all, I have on a hairnet I was hoping it kind of blended in and didn't look too bad. Actually, it does because I've been wearing it to work. Just kind of not to mess my hair up so much, but it looked like it was sticking out a little bit. So, but anyway, she just got downright rude. And I'm like trying to tell her, like, well, ma'am, like I'm not mad, I'm not upset. I just, wanted to see maybe if you can tell them, to be careful of my air condition, or they can go to the park or just whatever. I was very calm. And this lady, everything I tried to say, she overtalked me. She was just being belligerent and ignorant. Like she got loud and everything, and I'm just like, wow. It shocked me. It really, really shocked me, because like I say, all I did was just explain what had happened. We adult moms are not even having a discussion, because this woman went straight to being ignorant. She went straight to being ignorant. And so I'm literally just standing there, and she's telling me, because her boys at that time um were in the house. And so she was like, "Oh, my kids aren't out there. My kids are in the house. What do you mean? My boys in here sleep. What are you talking about?" And I'm just like, "Ma'am, they was just outside kicking the soccer ball, whatever. But like I say, I could barely get a word in, because everything I said, she talked over me. She was arguing over, like she was literally arguing with herself, because I couldn't even say anything. Like it was crazy. So at the end of the day, um, that's my story time about it. I decided at that point, I said, okay, fine. I went back to my house, in my house, whatever, and I proceeded to write the homeowners association a nice long letter, and I let them deal with it and handle it. From that point on, I would not have gone back to her house or whatever. And this story time is not at all to say that that mom, did a wrong thing by trying to go over there and talk to an adult for why you messing with my kids. I'm talking about the case in Florida now. Um, I don't think she was wrong at all. Like that's what you're supposed to do. Like nowadays they have so many grown people who just confront kids. I don't agree with that. I really don't. I figure if there is a parent somewhere, parents need to talk. You know what I'm saying? But times have changed over the years. But yeah, I was really, like I said, getting back to, that neighbor of mine, I was shocked because of how I came to her, and how she literally went off on me for even coming to her. And I guess I remember telling my husband, like, I'm like, her sons, those little boys were more respectable and respectful to me, apologizing, saying they were sorry, oh, my bad, whatever, than this mom was. And so it's just really, it was crazy to me, the whole reaction. And so, but anyway, long story short, I did go to the homeowners association. I wrote that letter. I had them handle that situation. Uh, I don't remember the outcome. It's been some years ago now, so I don't remember the outcome. But I believe the situation was handled. But to close this video out, it really just shows, people's mentality nowadays. Recently, there have been some more just shootings of people who I don't want to say confront people, but just coming up on people, even accidentally. Um, there was a young lady, this Caucasian lady, who came and she accidentally went to this guy's driveway, and she got shot. He was sitting on his porch. She got shot. Y'all, please forgive me if y'all can hear my phone. Um, there was also another where I think there were these college girls, these young ladies, who they got um, they got shot. I think one of the girls maybe. I don't quite remember, but got shot for going up to the wrong car in a parking lot. And I think maybe they may have shot two of them. But that story is not too long ago at all. And so I just want to say, ladies, be careful. Everybody be careful. Um, people are different. People are different. I would have much rather this black lady had gone to the police and just started a paper trail, and just every time she did anything, call the police, call the police. Anything she did, file a court case. That is how I would handle it. Yeah, it's tedious. Yeah, it's a lot of time. Yeah, it could possibly get caught up in bureaucracy and paperwork and everything, but the way people are today, you really got to be careful confronting people. And I would have to say, although I don't know the situation, I would assume that mom was a little upset when she went over there, because you're throwing stuff at my kid like a dumbass idiot. You're throwing stuff at my kid. You hit my kid. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, she pissed. Like, it's normal, it's natural. You know what I'm saying? So, but even that does not justify you shooting through the door. And I really think that's going to be a big part of how she's going to truly get prosecuted, because even the sheriff was saying, with the door being closed, there is no threat to you. You don't see a threat. You know what I'm saying? Like, she could even, oh, well, I thought she had a gun. Well, your door is closed. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be interesting to see how this situation plays out. And I just, my condolences to that mom. My condolences to those children. Um, the son, from my understanding, um, was standing right there with his mom when she was shot. You know what I'm saying? And you know, another thing I'm sitting here thinking about as I'm closing this video, that lady probably even looked through her curtain. You know what I'm saying? Um, and like I say, she did things that escalated the situation. And I think she really got there, sat around, and waited for this woman to come to her door, and she did what she wanted to do. Uh, Complete premeditated, if you ask me, but I'm not the judge. Um, I'm very interested in seeing how this plays out. Another young black mom going again too soon. So, you guys, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, hit all notifications so that you'll know when I upload a video. And you guys, until the next video, we'll see you next time.